Yo, you back?
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
Another week down.
Yeah, another week down.
Went home, and
a lot of folks went home.
Yeah, playoff time in the NFL.
Oh yeah. But before we get
there at the end of
right, we in the home stretch. But before we get into that, we would like to thank y'all for joining us and getting on this platform with us. So, y'all do us a favor, like, share it, comment on it, let us know what you think. And as always, we do appreciate y'all for taking this ride with us. Mm-hmm. So, like Steve Harvey said, now that we got that out the way, wow. Got a little bit of news. All I can say is wow. Like Antonio Brown, he's back in the news again.
Yeah.
So let me put the basis on it. So I think when we did the Antonio Brown show, I suggested that he should go on the I Am Athlete podcast and whatever. So he did. And I saw a clip. Before I saw everything else on social media, I saw a clip and he said that in so many words, he want to play with Lamar Jackson. And so it was put on Twitter, and Lamar responded with a purple demon emoji.
Oh, so he with it.
As a resident Raven fan, as y'all can see behind me, it's like I have issue with it, but I don't have issue with it. I mean, I don't want Antonio Brown to come while we still have that offensive scheme, because he gonna do the same stuff. And then too, I don't want him to come because he gonna do that same stuff. So it's like a high risk, high reward type situation. But the offense, but my thing is, he won't be like he was in Pittsburgh, where the offense, kind of ran through him if he wasn't on his game. And
well, I don't know, because in Pittsburgh, the offense revolved around him. Mm-hmm. He was the star receiver and took a lot of attention off. Mm-hmm. Patriots, he really didn't stay up there long enough to really get anything going.
He stayed up. He was there for a cup of coffee, man. Like
Buccaneers, though. He was something with the Buccaneers.
And that is why I have a problem.
He took a lot of targets away from Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. I mean, he did pretty good as far as the type of offense they was looking for and the type of offense that Tom Brady ran with him on the field.
Right.
Even though he was listed as like the third receiver playing the slot, he got a lot of targets from Tom Brady. So it's not that. I do believe if he did go to the Ravens, he probably would be our number one receiver. Honestly, we both know, and I think we both can agree that Marquise Brown isn't the number one receiver.
Marquise is Hollywood. I'm gonna call him Hollywood. I can just put the man like that. Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? He's more of a slot receiver, in my opinion.
Yeah, right. And y'all got Sammy Watkins too, but
I think he gone. Like
I think if y'all do acquire Antonio Brown, this will probably be the best prime receiver that y'all can actually have more time with than what y'all have with Anquan Baldwin and Mike Wallace and I'm forgetting some.
Now here's Steve Smith, Derek Mason, all that.
Yeah, Dez Bryant. So
here's my thing. Like with Anquan Bolden, we got him like as he was exiting his prime. You know what I'm saying? But he still put in good work for the Ravens. Like
same thing with Steve Smith. Yep.
Steve Smith, he was about over it, but he still played at a high level. Derek Mason, we got him when he was in his prime, and I think he was like second 1,000-yard receiver in the history of the Ravens. But and he still holds some records too, even though we was terrible those years. The thing is, with AB, the structure will be like this. It'll be AB, Rashad Bateman, then Hollywood. Yeah. That means Sammy Watkins is out the door. But here's my problem with that. We still got young receivers out there that can ball, but we don't give them a chance.
But like you said, it's a high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
But I will say, being that y'all went through the things that y'all went through this offseason and during the season with injuries, y'all still had a successful. I mean, y'all didn't have a losing season.
Yeah, we did 8-9. That's
okay.
That's one game below 500. Yeah.
I was thinking 8-8, but never mind. Yeah, so y'all did have y'all losing season, but at the same time, y'all did stay within playoff contenders for a good while. I do believe
to the last play.
And to the last play. And I do believe that with y'all defense that scary defense coming back, honestly, I would probably take I would give Antonio Brown a prove it deal. Prove to me that you can stay out of trouble. Prove to me that you can keep your attitude down and just go from there. But I don't see nothing wrong with it.
It's like I don't see nothing, but at the same time, when you are known by your fruits, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo, Tom Brady let you stay at his house, and you know what I'm saying? But
there was a reason.
Yeah, well, yeah. But at the same time,
I think y'all should give it a shot. Y'all don't have anything to lose.
I really feel like Harbaugh ain't thinking about that. But at the same time, because this ain't the first time Lamar was like, yo, sign him. Like, he wanted to get him before he went to New England. He was like, yo, sign him now. Because everybody knows that Lamar, Hollywood, and AB work out together in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the AB and Hollywood connection, they like cousins.
Yeah.
So
they are cousins.
You know what I'm saying? They like first cousins or something like that. Yeah. So there's that whole dynamic. The problem, and I really don't feel like that he'll be a problem in our locker room. Our locker room is one of the best, if not the best, in keeping people mouth shut. That stuff that he did in Pittsburgh, I don't think he'll do it in Baltimore.
No, he didn't do that to the end.
You know what I'm saying? It was brewing though. Like it was gotta brew it, but he didn't do it to the very end. And I don't know. I mean, it'll be a good signing, but at the same time, you gotta think about the history. And I hate and like I said in the other episode, it's kind of unfair to use the man's history against him. But at the same time, that's something you gotta consider.
Yeah.
But another bit of news, we can move on for that because we talk about that all day. Another bit of news is that Sean Payton has stepped down as the coach of the New Orleans Saints. My word.
Round of applause. That is great. Awesome.
That was. I mean, I didn't feel the way about it, but at the same time, it was like, oh, really? Yeah. I mean, I think he sit down this year. This is my prediction. I think he sits down this year, and Jerry Jones writes him a blank check, and he be the next coach of the Cowboys.
I think he retires. I think he's over.
A little money talk.
Not because he's a bad coach. Like we just had our discussion about coach a few episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
But just because I feel like he done gave so much into the Saints organization, like, and honestly, I mean, that's home for him. And,
you know, and this is like his only head coaching job.
Yeah, as hard as it is for players to move from a place that they've been drafted at and so on and so forth, it's the same way coaches feel about a place that he's been there for a while now. Mm-hmm. And I don't see anywhere that he could possibly go, honestly.
Cowboys.
But
I don't know why I got that feeling. I don't want him to happen, but it's like you get that feeling because if I give you a little history, Jerry Jones tried to get him before he went to New Orleans.
Right.
But he was like, nah, I'm gonna go to the Big Easy because he was able to get Drew Brees and then he was able to win that Super Bowl a couple years later.
I feel like in order to determine whether Sean Payton goes to the Cowboys is if Mike McCarthy gets fired as head coach. I don't think Sean Payton is going to be any type of coordinator or anything. So
I mean, I don't think he's going to be a coordinator, but McCarthy. I don't think McCarthy McCarthy might get one more year, and then he'd be done because of what happened in that game, you know. But I don't see Sean Payton sitting down long?
I think he done. If a coaching spot don't open up and he don't go to a franchise that he can possibly see himself going to deep in the playoffs and a contender for the Super Bowl, he's over. I don't. Respectfully, I mean, hey, Sean Payton.
I mean, he got a chip. He got a chip. You know what I'm saying?
I salute you, brother. But hey, you did your just due. You've been in the league for a while, and you did your just due with the Saints. I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
he earned his stripes.
Hey, you're like the third between him and Drew Brees. I think they like the third best quarterback tandem that there was. So I think they had like 135 wins together. So they right underneath Tomlin and Ben. So they I mean,
it's to each his own, you know.
He don't owe nobody nothing. Nothing.
I mean, for real though. Yeah, so switching gears, had a good weekend of football last weekend, man. Like that was a good weekend. I mean, hey, big ups to the NFL for allowing these teams to get together and play. My biggest shocker of the weekend, though, well, I'm not even gonna say it was a shocker because, you know, let me back up. Remember how you was putting Aaron Rodgers on a pedestal?
Yeah,
I don't trust him. When it cut out the playoffs, I don't trust him. So it wasn't a shocker. It was more of I knew what was going to happen. For the simple fact, when it comes to the playoffs, I can't trust Aaron Rodgers.
He just can't beat the 49ers.
But he like 0-5, like
yeah. And you know the thing is though, and this is the same way I felt about this the Titans game against the Bengals. Even though they did pull it out, but it did come to a field goal kick. Anytime you let a team linger in the game, like they're not out the game. They're just around, just waiting.
They looking like this.
Yeah, you know, you got to take the team out when you got them down. You don't let them linger. I mean, they let them linger around.
Titans.
And you know,
they lost. They say tighten up. I say tighten down. Cause
and I was shocked that the Packers actually lost to them. But if you look at some of the mistakes that they made and how their offense was going,
I can't even. I'm not even going to excuse Aaron Rodgers for this one. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Aaron looked like he was playing not to lose, as opposed to just balling out. The 49ers did not score an offensive touchdown.
You're right. Yeah.
It took a block punt and field goals for them to win.
Yeah, and that's not acceptable for
that's not an indictment on the 49ers, though, because you got to get it how you get it.
Yeah.
That's an indictment on Aaron Rodgers because you just cannot put the 49ers away.
I was very much shocked, man. That's shocking.
Why is he shaky in the playoffs? And I'm not hating on the guy, but I'm saying, why is he shaky in the playoffs?
I don't even think it's just the playoffs. I think it's just the 49ers. I mean, I'll give him more ups to Cal, what's his name? Cal Shannon than I would any other team. I mean, I think the 49ers just know how to play the Packers. I don't know what it is. I don't know what schematics they use, but
I don't know what book they look out of.
But they just can't beat the 49ers. And
it's very sad.
I don't know why. But honestly, I think the 49ers just know how to play them. And I mean, they play good defense and they're going to run the ball. And then the crazy part is I don't care. Just don't know.
I don't care what his regular season record is that year. He between the divisional round and the championship round, he always lose.
Yeah.
I don't get that from Aaron Rodgers.
It was a shocker, man. It was a shocker, but
now the game that had me on the edge of my seat though was that Rams and Tampa Bay game. That was a good game.
Yeah.
It came out there. I'm
glad that Tom Brady is gone. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I think I called it. I think I called it last episode that Tampa Bay was going to lose.
Yeah, we both agree that the Rams are gonna. Yeah,
I mean,
win. Yeah,
it got dicey because the Rams kept trying to give them the game. Everybody had a case of the fumbleitis, the yips or something, but the Rams made plays when it counted. Hey,
you can see
I ain't got no horse in the race.
That trade between Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. I mean, hey, Matthew Stafford got it done, and I'm thank God, thank you, because we all know. I believe if Tom Brady would have pulled that one off, yeah, he probably would have went to another Super Bowl. So thank you for going ahead and getting rid of him before he got hot.
Yeah,
but, I mean that was a tough battle game. So was that Tennessee and Bengals game. That was
Tennessee
game
Bengals.
Well, but you know what?
Because Joe Burrow though, this dude got sacked 9 times and still won. I ain't never heard of stuff like that.
Big ups to that Bengals defensive line. I mean, Derrick Henry just couldn't get where he was trying to get to.
The boy couldn't get right.
They did an excellent job containing him. I mean, man, they did.
Granted, it was his first game back since for being out like 9 weeks, which I feel like he shouldn't have came back. But because it kind of I think him coming back kind of threw off their offense because now they had to feed Derrick Henry as opposed to keeping what they was, I forget the other guy's last name, Foreman or something like that. Just keep feeding him. He was like I called him. He's like the great value Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but you know what? Even though he's been out so many games, that still is a big boy to tackle. And I mean, he's gonna run hard regardless. And like numerous plays, the Bengals defensive line stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. I mean that's great, man. That was both teams fought hard on the defensive side of the ball. Honestly, like you said, going back to your 9 sacks, that was an extreme effort by the pass rush of Tennessee as well. And but tighten up. So they
tighten down. They down. But Tennessee don't feel bad because I had a number 1 seed once. My boys had a number 1 seed once and choked.
So both teams that had number 1 seeds went out in the first round of the divisional round.
I'm telling you, it's rough, boy.
That first round, that bye week thing.
That bye week is a big yikes because it's like you
blessing and it's a killer.
You're resting your starters and they're not getting no reps until practice. And practice is not real football.
Right. And it's like I said, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's a blessing because your team allows to regroup, helps out for injuries and people coming back and everything. It's a curse because it seems like the people that played in the wild card,
they on a roll now.
Their motor is going. Y'all come back from bye week, y'all just trying to figure things out. Go with the plan that y'all went through and walkthroughs, yada yada yada. People from the wild card game, like, hey, we here.
Yeah, we with it. Like, let's go. We with it.
So, hey, big womp for those two teams. But I think one of the best games I ever seen played was the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City. That was one of the worst games I ever seen. I'm gonna tell you why. It's the worst game I ever seen because it proved that both defenses are horrible.
Yes. Oh yes.
Horrible.
Oh yeah.
But I can say we was talking a lot about Josh Allen not being able to show up with Patrick Mahomes. He showed a lot of heart this game.
Then we talked about Sean McDermott too. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah. Well, I can truly say that I think he deserves MVP. The way Josh Allen played, he showed a lot of heart. I mean, the guy was exhausted by the end of the game. They played a very good game. Me personally, with 13 seconds left on the clock, I would have squid kicked it. Squid kick would allow some of the clock to run down, knowing that they have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce that can kill you anytime, which they did end up doing. I would have swing kicked it. And hey, if anything, if at worst, they kicked 3 and we're going to overtime like they already did.
Like what happened,
But man,
good game though.
I would have swing kicked it. I don't know why they would have kicked it off and gave them the ball at the 20-yard line. You got one of the fastest player in the NFL.
Yeah,
on the team that could cover yards within seconds. So yeah, that was a bad idea.
Yeah, that was special teams blunder.
Big ups to the Buffalo Bills, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't say that they played hard. They really did play hard. I mean, not even being funny. Like, truthfully, they really played hard. Let's read out this statistic, though. It was last 2 minutes of regulation. 3 lead changes, 1 tie, 25 points scored in the last 2 minutes.
That was crazy.
Allen and Mahomes combined threw for 3 passing touchdowns, 221 passing yards in the last 2 minutes of regulation.
That means nobody was playing defense.
Nobody was, as you can see, like I said, both defenses was suffering. Kansas City didn't have Tyrann Mathieu or whatever his name is.
Yeah, he got knocked out like after the first play.
Yeah,
concussion.
But and then Buffalo Bills, they just wasn't playing good enough. And honestly, I can quite understand. Like, it's hard to play Kansas.
Oh yeah,
it's hard to play Kansas.
Boy, because you never know.
Your defense have to be connected and equipped.
You got to win in basically in all 3 phases of the game. You got to win offense, you got to win defense, and you got to win special teams because Kansas City can strike at any time. My cousin Lewis, and he live in Maryland. He's a Kansas City fan, and big ups to y'all, man. Y'all always in it. But
I mean, as soon as I thought they was going to be gone, like I
thought it was over.
I went ahead and got on Facebook and was like, "Goodbye, Kansas." Then they say, they get a dog on touch.
Bro,
and I was like, "Yo, really?"
It took 2 plays to get in field goal range at the end of regulation. It took 2 plays.
Like,
first with the Tyreek Hill, second one to Kelsey. I'm like, why y'all playing prevent? I'm screaming at the phone, like, why is y'all in prevent? Like,
and I think they was rushing 4.
Yeah.
If I was them, I would have rushed 3. Put an extra defensive back there. Like,
I would have did what Tampa Bay did and just keep 2 up top.
Matter of fact, and
play man across the board.
I was about to say. Matter of fact, I wouldn't have rushed 3. I would have picked 2 D linemen up there. You can have all day to throw the ball.
All day long, but I guarantee you ain't gonna make it. Like,
but I promise you is not about to get the set down, yo. Like, everybody just guard the end zone. Like,
for real.
Everybody just back up and just guard the end zone. Like, let them have it. But we gonna game tackle them because I mean,
you gonna get tackled in bounds. I don't think they had timeouts. So you gonna be tackled in bounds. I'm not. I'm gonna stand on you a little bit so you ain't gonna get up. So we gonna run some time. Right. But I mean, but big ups to KC, man. Big ups to KC. Crazy game.
That was a crazy game, but like I said, that's one of the best playoff games I ever seen.
Yeah,
Kansas just won't go away. I mean,
they won't.
And Buffalo went away, but what killed them was overtime came and Buffalo didn't get a chance to get the ball back.
They couldn't get the ball.
And honestly, I think if they would have got the ball first, Buffalo
they would have scored. They would have scored.
But crazy, man. That's why I say, man, when you flip that coin. Honestly, everybody go for heads because everybody think your heads is the thing. But I mean, recently here, like every overtime game I have seen, it always lands on tails.
Yeah,
it's all like about tails, man. Like,
I'm trying to tell you, Sonic and Tails back in the day.
Crazy, man. I mean, but man, yo, I was hoping Buffalo would have.
I was too.
That off, but.
I was too. But honestly, if we can switch gears. It kind of makes for a good AFC Championship game because it's a rematch.
Right.
Now let's talk about the Bengals. Like I told y'all last episode, the Bengals have not won a playoff game in my entire adult life. Okay. So now they're in their first AFC Championship game since 1988. That's 33 years. for that particular game, the AFC Championship, it's gonna be at Arrowhead. Now, I saw how Josh Allen hung with the Chiefs, right? I'm going to say it right here, and this is going to be my lock for the weekend. Bengals going to the Super Bowl.
I think so.
Bengals are going to the Super Bowl.
But like we seen from the Buffalo Bills in that game, don't count the Chiefs out quite yet.
No. I'm not counting them out. I'm picking against them because
and you know what? The thing that's really keeping them in, honestly, they got home field advantage right now. They played us at home. They just played the Bills at home, and now they're about to play the Bengals at home. So I mean, they didn't get the number 1 seed,
but they played at home.
But they played at home right now, so,
which is all well fine and good. I got a feeling the Bengals is going to the Super Bowl.
But let's not forget, going back to my pick and going back to your pick, I think the Bengals gonna win. They beat them in the regular season. It's the same exact team that you played in week 17. You beat them 31-34. It's gonna be a battle. I don't think they have as much offensive power as the Bills had to keep up with them, but I do think they defense. I don't think the Bills Mafia versus the Bengals offense. Nada.
You said.
I don't think the Bills have enough offensive weapons.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the Bengals don't have enough offensive weapons. I'm like, boy, what Bengals have you been watching? Because these ain't the same Bengals now.
Yeah, I understand, but I mean, it's a lot to keep score. I mean, to keep up with Kansas.
Yeah.
I mean, they can. Don't get me wrong. They beat them, but it's not gonna go like that. I think it's gonna be more of a defensive game from the Bengals to keep it at a minimum as possible.
It's gonna be a high scoring game on both sides of the ball because Kansas City defense. We don't know if Tyrann Mathieu is coming back from that concussion, if he's still in concussion protocol. Jamar Chase is a problem.
Yeah.
Shoot, Joe Burrow was a problem, and gonna be a problem for a minute. I mean, like I kind of trust their offense against the Kansas City defense.
Oh, well, yeah, in that aspect, yeah. But I'm just talking of like going like a toe-to-toe thing like the Bills did. It's not going to go that way. I think it's going to be – I think the Bengals is probably going to stop them a little bit more than the Bills did.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But we shall see.
Hopefully. I'm just because they're AFC North, I'm saying the Bengals might go to the Super Bowl. Now, I ain't going to say they're going to win the Super Bowl.
And you know what? That's kind of backsliding on my comments. I said I had the Bengals winning up until this point. I don't know, but I'm gonna say Cincinnati because I mean they looking sharp enough to go to the Super Bowl.
I think out of the final 4 teams, I think Cincinnati honestly is a little bit more explosive than KC when it comes down to their offense. Because I mean I watched the game against the Raiders. I watched it from whistle to whistle. That Jamar Chase is a problem.
Yeah.
Go tell you. I mean, hey. So with that out though, so we got that, and then we got the NFC Championship. It's a divisional game. That is the one I'm actually excited. Yeah, I'm actually excited to watch that one. It's gonna be the 49ers and the Rams. Now, a little background. The Rams don't have a lot of success against the 49ers. I ain't had it in a while. But the only reason why I'm going to say the Rams is because I believe in their pass rush. And, you know, I mean, the 49ers, they beat Green Bay at Green Bay. Yes, not too many people can do that. I think the only people that can do that is the 49ers. But, but
I got a tailored win.
I mean, yeah, but I see the Rams. God did say the Rams will be my Super Bowl pick for the NFC, so I got to pick them. So it's the Rams and the Rams and the Bengals for the Super Bowl.
I agree. I totally agree. I'm more confident in the Rams versus the 49ers than I am in the Bengals and the Chiefs. I feel you.
It's so, until
I see it with the Bengals and the Chiefs, I gotta see it. I gotta see it first. The 49ers and Rams, I can pretty much kind of fill that one out. But this Bengals and Chiefs, it's something you just got to watch and see. But
it's like in my head, I'm like, man, the Chiefs about to smoke. But then when I think about the totality of the game, I'm like, man, the Bengals got a heck of a chance.
Yeah.
Like they got a chance bigger than what you think they got.
But you know what? Both of these games are going to be a hard-fought game, honestly.
Yeah.
Now, 49ers, I mean, they have a pretty solid defense as well. And Deebo Samuel is a dog. I mean, honestly,
I don't think the 49ers don't even make it that far if they did not have Deebo Samuel.
Right.
Like, I mean, he is their offense.
He can rush, receive. I mean, he even has a throwing touchdown as a receiver.
I mean, for real.
I mean, he's everything that a franchise would want for a franchise that barely has anything.
He's like a gadget.
So, I mean,
he been with them for how long?
I feel like it's gonna. I don't know. I got the Rams winning just because who they have. Honestly, I mean, they have one of the best defenses, I think, hands down across the board.
I really think they got the best defense in the playoffs right now. Like,
and offensively, Odell and Cooper Kupp and them guys out there, they are something to deal with.
Their problem.
And honestly, only thing that 49ers really have is a great front seven. So, and that saying that, if Matthew Stafford can get the ball out quick enough to get it to his playmakers, I think they can possibly win by 14 points.
But here's my thing. Here's my take on it, though. I secretly want the 49ers to win that game. But it's like my common sense is like the Rams going to win. But I secretly want the 49ers because 32 years ago, it was the Bengals and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Right. So that'll be more like a poetic justice or something. You know, that's my nostalgia kicking in. But the Rams gonna win, hands down.
Okay.
So our Super Bowl pick. Well, I've been on the Rams bandwagon all year.
Yeah, respectfully, you have.
I stayed with them when they started wavering. I stayed with them. Rams is going to Super Bowl. Whatchamacallit? The Bengals. The Bungles. I can't call them the Bungles no more because, the boys is tough. But they go to the Super Bowl, man. Like, I really think Joe Burrow is going to make that one play. It's going to be that one play that's going to be for the game. That's how I feel.
Finger on it, but we're going to see. But for right now, I concur to FONZ picks for the Super Bowl. Bengals, Rams, Super Bowl.
And next week, we're going to predict who's going to win it. I ain't going to tell y'all who I think going to win it, though. But y'all probably already know.
Well, we probably already can decipher through that. But nevertheless, that's our NFC Championship winners.
Yep.
This week, y'all are free to comment. Feel free to comment your picks, everything like that.
Do all that.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to sign off. So again, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. To our subscribers, man, we appreciate y'all as well. Y'all keep going. Y'all like, comment, share, all that stuff. Click the notification button too, so when the video is uploaded, you know it's up there.
Right.
You gotta click that button. But well, for the Bad Porch Sports Podcast, this has been your boy FONZ.
I'm QUAN.
And yo, we out.
Deuces.
All day.